It's not that crazy, or not as crazy as Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson wants you to think it is. That is the message in a new ad running throughout this July 4th weekend from the Progressive Change Campaign Committee. It is a political action committee that identifies itself as a million-member grassroots organization building progressive power at the local level, at the state level, and at federal levels. Watch this.
They put this on paper. They're saying the quiet things out loud. Abolish the Electoral College.
Damn straight.
Replace the two-party system with a multi-party democracy.
Yep.
Expand the House of Representatives.
That's right.
Establish public ownership of the largest corporations and essential industries to ensure democratic control and accountability to the people.
Hell yeah.
Y'all, it goes on and on and on.
Those people you just saw, Chris Rabb and Claire Valdez and Melot Quiros were the ones in that clip. All three are progressives. We had Quiros on the show last week, and all three just won their primaries. Their point? That these are not crazy ideas. They are winning messages. Like Melot Quiros told me on this program last weekend, these ideas are resonating with people. And while centrist Democratic candidates are also winning their primaries, the progressives and even the Democratic Socialists, they're having a moment. It is undeniable. That is why a whole lot of eyes are on Michigan right now to see what happens in the Democratic Senate primary there. The field is made up of Congresswoman Haley Stevens, State Senator Mallory McMorrow, and Abdul El-Sayed, a former Wayne County health official. This is a hot race, hotly contested, and it has the Democratic Party split there. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and other moderate Democrats have backed Haley Stevenson. You might have seen that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez just gave a boost to Abdul El-Sayed, who already has the backing of Bernie Sanders. And Abdul El-Sayed joins me now, fresh off of that AOC endorsement. He is running in Michigan's Democratic Senate primary. Welcome to the show.
Jacob, thanks for having me.
It's good to have you here. I think everybody knows Michigan is not New York, and it's not Denver even. What makes you confident that you can win not only this primary, but the critical election come November?
Jacob, I kicked off this campaign back in April of 2025. Since then, I've done 450 public events across 110 different cities. I could be in a living room in Lansing. I can be in a town hall in Detroit, a church in Escanaba, a VFW hall in Manistee. No matter where I go, people say the same thing. It just shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to afford my groceries. Shouldn't be this hard to pay my rent or believe I could ever own a home. Shouldn't be this hard to see a doctor. Shouldn't be this hard to pay my taxes and know that that money is going to be spent on me or my kids instead of dropping bombs on somebody else and their kids. That is the same frustration I think we're hearing echoing up and down the country right now. And they want politicians who aren't focused more on the direction of a political party and focused more on whether or not they're going to be able to afford their lives. That is true in Michigan. It's true in Colorado. It's true in New York. And I think we're seeing a lot of movement right now because politicians that are actually paying attention to the lives of the constituents they want to serve are succeeding.
Yeah, that they are. And you just picked up this endorsement from, as I mentioned, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's her first time in this primary cycle weighing in to a contested Senate election. What's your hope that her endorsement will do for you?
Well, this is somebody who's been leading at the forefront of the fight to get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, and pass Medicare for all. That is what I'm running to do here in Michigan. Given her leadership as a strong, capable leader and the fact that she has established what it looks like for a generation to talk through and connect across a number of different generations. What she represents, I think, is true to the ideals that Michiganders want to see and also what is expressed. She's speaking to the frustrations that I'm hearing up and down my state. And so we're trying to build a movement where we get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all. A lot of people want to say, oh, is this far left or where does this stand on some ideological spectrum? But most Michiganders aren't asking about an ideological spectrum. They're asking, how am I going to afford gas to get to work? And is that job going to be there for me tomorrow and tomorrow again? Can I get health care if I get sick? And the answer, unfortunately, for too many people is no. And we're leading a movement to try and address that by getting money out of politics so our politics can finally be of the people, by the people, and for the people again.
We're seeing one of the first negative ads come out against you, and this happened in Colorado, too. I talked to Melot Quiros about this last weekend. This ad is from the United Democracy Project. It's a Washington, D.C. based group that is aligned with AIPAC, and it accuses you of, quote, I want to make sure I get this right, a long history of disrespecting women. But the Detroit Free Press calls the accusations unpersuasive. What's your response to this ad that's airing on Michigan Airwaves right now?
You know, when they can't beat you on the fundamentals, they don't want to have a policy debate. What they do is they attack your character. I know what my leadership has been for folks across our state. You know, I've been in public service here for 10 years. People know my record. But the big question here is, why does an organization that wants to send our money abroad to go and drop bombs on women and children, to back a genocidal foreign government, why are they attacking me? Well, because they know that I want to keep our money here to invest in women's health here and childcare here. And they know that they can't beat us on the fundamentals of the debate. They know that their position is fundamentally unpopular, but they have tens of millions of dollars to spend. They've already spent $30 million in this race to beat me. They realized that they couldn't beat me by just pushing up their chosen candidate, and so now they're trying to attack my character. But Michiganders know better. They know who I am. I've been in public service here for a while, and my work has been about serving women and children. And so I'm going to take my record. I'm going to keep focusing on what we want to do, which is get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all.
You're on the record saying that if you make it to the Senate and Democrats take back control, you're not going to vote for Chuck Schumer as majority leader. You did say someone like Senator Chris Van Hollen would be a better option. Anybody else that you would consider as majority leader, and how come?
Well, look, I tell you this. I want whoever's going to give us the best shot at leading to get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all. And I know right now the leadership that we've had for too long on the Democratic side is a lot more interested in courting big money into our politics. We've watched as money has come out of our politics, and we don't yet have Medicare for all, not even a movement for it. And so we need leadership that is going to lead forthrightly on these questions. I think Senator Van Hollen has demonstrated he has the right combination of statesmanship and legislative acumen and leadership on these issues. I think he'd make a fantastic Senate majority leader when we win the Senate.
Abdul El-Sayed running for U.S. Senate in Michigan. We're going to be following this one closely. Looking forward to having you back on the broadcast and covering this race between now and Election Day. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.